Snuffles is still a grumpy teenager by the looks of him.
Is he?
Yeah. I don't think we've got a Snuffles button and ball. Look at him, look how grumpy he looks. Looks really mean.
Yeah.
I wish I had the confidence. I'm just curious about the rules. So far, no huge surprises.
Yeah, I think probably going to follow very similar to the Pathfinder 2nd edition stuff, I would guess, but not had a chance to have a look myself. I've not actually tried Starfinder. I've heard good things, and we've had a group in the shop playing it, and it looked fun. In fact, we've had a couple of groups playing it on and off Starfinder, but not had a chance to really get to grips with it myself. Too busy playing Blood Bowl and Old World and stuff. Had a good game last Thursday. I didn't talk about that last week. Had a good game last Thursday of Warhammer the Old World against one of the guys that comes to the shop. I would describe him as a friend, Jim, who comes in. I played my Beastman army and mustered 2,000 points. Took along the dire troll that I painted to use as a Gorgon, and the ogres that Mrs MLG had painted, and my Chaos Spawn. Spawn were great in the game. Definitely. Underhydrate. Hydrate. Tonight's hydration is brought to you by Hobgoblin. Pete the hydrator. Pete.
This is my tea.
We'll have to have the.
Happy.
We'll have to have the hat.
Wiggity bum bum. Oh, sparkly hat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take my hoodie off. It's toasty in here.
Sparkly.
Get stripped off.
Da 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 da.
There we go. Hat wig combo and a stretch. Pete the hydrate. There we go. That guy's done. What was that?
Finished a mini in a strain.
Undercoating. Got a bit of flash on this guy.
He's flashing.
What was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, so Warhammer Old World, had a game of that. Took my Beastmen along. Jim brought a Dwarf Slayer army.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Thanks, John.
John, thank you very much. 29 months. Wowzers.
Nuts.
That's crazy.
Flash.
It's nuts to think that we've even been streaming for 29 months.
Let alone anybody doing a watch.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's super appreciated.
So how was Old World?
Oh yes, I keep getting distracted. So Old World was great. Dwarf Slayer army versus Beastmen. Dwarf Doomseekers, which are dwarves with axes on chains, basically, are horrible to deal with. If you kill them, you don't get the victory points for them, but you have to kill them, otherwise they slowly mince through your entire army. They're pretty tough and fearsome. Fortunately, I managed to take them out, and they're cheap points wise. They're like 65 points in the configuration that Jim had them, so they're more than capable of killing like double their own points cost worth of stuff if not dealt with effectively. Now the disadvantage that I had as beastmen was that I had no ranged shooting type attacks, because the standard units of the beastman army don't have any like bows or anything like that, so they were a little bit of a disadvantage. So we just had to murder everything. It was a loss to the beastmen. We lost by about 500 or 600 points worth of units, but I had a good time, and I definitely learnt a lot. So about the game, because I haven't actually played all that many games, so it was interesting to get the experience against playing against something different as well. I've played against Bretonians a few times, played against goblins, played against other chaos armies. I was kind of hoping that he's got an empire army, Jim. I was kind of hoping that he might bring his empire army, and then I might be able to make them run away through fear.
Run away, run away!
But the one thing that was really tough about the dwarves is because they're all slayers, they're immune to psychology.
Are they all called Buffy?
Yeah.
Or is one called Faith?
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Spike and what's the other one called? Not Drusilla. There's another, like, I don't know, another name a bit like Spike from Buffy. Anyway, they.
I don't know, because I was talking about what you talking about vampires.
Yeah, well, just the names.
There's an
Just.
There's a Willow, there's a Xander.
Yeah, no.
Giles.
I don't know. It's gone up my brain. But anyway, the dwarves are very tough, and they don't run away because they're immune to fear and terror. So the units that I had that should have made them run away, they weren't bothered about.
They just go, ha ha! What are you doing?
Yeah, haha! Let's chop you up, you crazy funster. Yeah, my big monster. The Gorgon, his general just chopped it to pieces. But it was good. It was good. Valuable experience. So now,
Nico.
hi. Won't necessarily change the way that I put my army together, because it was very much based on what models I had available at the time anyway. Might slightly affect the magic items that I select as part of the army, but on the whole would just change the way I deploy and advance and what have you.
What are the odds of Gizmo stealing something? No reason, just asking. Quite slim. I don't even know where he's gone.
Oh,
Where's he gone?
I thought he was under your feet.
Well, he was, but he's not now.
No, I can hear him moving.
Hello, mate. Is there anything in here you want to nick? There's no socks. Socks is his favourite out the washing basket, and then he just brings them to you like his. I found these in a basket, Mum. Thought you might want it. Yeah, right, Popster. What's the matter? He's just staring at me now, John.
Kuronika's mentioned dragons.
I wasn't on the ball then, was I? Because I was looking behind me at Gizzy Boo. You back? You got no, not got nothing.
Yeah, I put some things together for you today.
Yes, because you couldn't do it on the day, could you? Because they were here with me.
Yep. So we made sure that everything was present and correct today. posted. I've had that wig on and now my hair is all itchy. Definitely time for a haircut, I think.
I got this paint and I can't remember why. Oh yeah.
So this is the last of the zombies. Pumpkin-headed zombies for the team, I think.
You said that you were spraying them with paint.
I know, but then I didn't get a chance today. I was going to do it today. I'd even left the paint here on the thing because I knew that it would be slightly warmer than it has been, and that when we got back in,
Sean's won the bingo.
that I would get chance to spray them, and then the day didn't quite turn out like that, did it? So.
Well, I didn't know that was your plan.
Well, yeah. But it doesn't matter.
Hello.
So.
Comes in, swoops on the bingo, and then goes, I'm here! On silver for reds. Heidi ho! I only needed one. I only needed someone to redeem Eat Sweets. I think it's a bit mean if I'd have done it myself. What's up, Dizzy? I just came in and had a line! Boom! Right, we will start a new one. Congratulations, Sean and Red.
So yeah, I was going to spray them, but then I've squeezed out too much primer as normal, and bizarrely it feels like somebody's refilling my palette with primer because I'm sure I'd normally run out before I've undercoated 5 minis. But today.
It's only because you didn't need it.
Keeps going, yeah. We're getting there. Well, maybe I might have enough to do the markers for the team as well.
You trying to trick her, wicked dude. So this guy is holding a bird. And I said to Mr MLG, well, I haven't got a head, thinking that he'd forgot to stick it on. Apparently he's eaten the head, so that's why he's not got a head.
Ozzy Osbourne style. He's just grabbed it out of the air and chomped its head off. I don't know whether that ever actually happened. It was a bat, wasn't it, allegedly?
Rubber bat, obviously, not a real. Well, this paint is well and truly wedgie bummed.
So we've still got a little bit of paint left, so let's see if we can do the markers. I've got these two lovely witch models that I was going to see if Mrs MLG would like to paint as. Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yeah.
And I've got these two lovely witch models, so I was going to see if Mrs MLG wanted to paint as my sideline staff.
I haven't even painted one of these.
I know. I was just getting them ready for you.
What's wrong with this? I can't even see inside it.
Oh.
There we go. That's what was stuck in it. Is that someone trying to sell us something? Would we like some views or something?
Oh no, it's somebody asking if we had.
Got it on me now, look.
We just had an orb hit the shop on the security cameras
some
as
dust, you mean? There was some dust floating around.
Yeah.
Gizzy, make your mind up, mate. Come on. Sit down.
What was that program even called? Was it just Ghost Hunters?
I can't see what I'm doing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's go over there. The program where they always had orbs and Derek Akora and what have you, was it called Ghost Hunters?
I've never watched it. Watched that thing that scared all the kids because none of us knew it weren't real. That
Ghost Watch.
Pipes thing. Yeah, I watched that at a friend's house. Scared us to death.
Yeah, my parents had gone out and I was my grandma was round babysitting for us, and I stayed up and watched it, and it absolutely terrified me.
Yeah. I don't like scary things as it is. And yes, didn't like it. And I wasn't at home.
That was the first, like, documentary style thing,
it was obviously, I can't really remember it if I'm honest, but it was obviously really well put together that everybody you talked to didn't realise it wasn't real.
No.
Of a certain age, obviously. I'm sure if a grown-up watched it, they'd be like, what are you doing? But yeah.
I wonder if it's still as scary.
No, of course it won't.
I think one of the things that made it like a bit more unnerving watching it as a kid was like Sarah Green had been children's TV presenter, wasn't she? So we trusted her.
I can't even remember who was in it. I thought it was like a Vet Fielding or something. Was that something different?
No, she was on the other thing with Derek Okora, I think.
Kathy and I went on a ghost hunt at Fort Hall. Yes, we've been on that. For a birthday present. That was funny. We do ghost hunts all the time. Not organised ones, because they always make you jump scares and stuff, don't they? They do stuff on purpose.
Yeah. And it's
stood in many a field in the dark for no reason.
Yeah. Is there anybody there?
What was Sarah Green on? I don't know. Drugs, perhaps? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. You mean apart from ghost watchy thing?
Yeah, I'm sure she was in the broom cupboard with, like, before Philip Schofield or after Philip Schofield. I'm sure she was one of the, like, presenters on
Red
CBBC.
says Blue Peter.
Well, it might have been Blue Peter, yeah.
I didn't watch Blue Peter. So
Yvette Fielding was a Blue Peter one, wasn't she?
I didn't watch it. I forget I had a job since I was 8. There was no television watching. No, sorry, I missed what the other show. Oh, yeah, the Ghost Watch thing with pipes. It was pipes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It just sounds so silly when you say it now. Like, obviously it was... it was made up.
It was spooky.
Scary.
Oh, it's spooky.
I think what did it for me was because I wasn't at home, I was at friends. I didn't stay at friends very often. But they didn't live very far away from us, so I was allowed. Didn't go anywhere very often. And then I watched that, scared myself to death.
It's, I've seen a few things about it recently, and it's obviously because it's coming up to Halloween, isn't it? That people are starting to talk about it a little more.
Tony was talking about his ghost hunt. He says, I introduced myself to a ghost named, wait for it, Derek. Everyone laughed at me as I was awfully polite. It's always best to be polite. When we go ghost hunting with our friends, some of them try and antagonise said ghost. And I think, why? If it was real, why are you being mean? It's not done out.
Yep. They're just chilling around in the afterlife.
We've been ghost hunting, me and my friend, since we were at school. We once went back into school when we weren't really supposed to, and the cleaner scared us to death because there's us going, is there anybody there? And the cleaner comes in, what are you lot doing in here? But we've been doing it for a long time, and I have never seen any concrete evidence apart from the actual ghost I saw. But I want, it needs to come up and go, hello, I am a ghost. But we have seen things that most people that believe in that kind of stuff would just take as, well, yep, that's evidence.
Yeah.
But we need more. And we've had a photograph of somebody sat eating their dinner in an empty pub when only us was there because it was 1 o'clock in the morning and they weren't part of our party. We've had children laughing in a completely abandoned graveyard, recorded on tape, and all sorts of stuff. But we're still going like, no, we need more than that.
We need a bit more. We've done all the experiments, sand stuff in like sand to see if it's moved, and
Wicked D was best though, talking to a cobweb.
Talking to a cobweb.
Yeah. It was a cobweb, wasn't it? Wicked D, was it a cobweb? Laying in coffins, yeah. When you put Mr MLG and left him in the coffin, bless his little cotton socks.
Yeah.
One of the guys from the first season of Most Haunted does a ghost walk in Hull. Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
I always think organised stuff though, they're bound to like have little tricks and things.
Yeah.
They want it to be spooky, not necessarily like jump scares, but little noises or little whatever. Never been on an organised one. My friend has.
Yeah.
He stayed in a prison for fairly sure for his anniversary. I'm fairly sure that was his treat to his wife. We're gonna go stay in this prison, love. It's a single bed. You'll have to sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
The only scary experience that I encountered was the amount of random groping that I got from middle-aged ladies. You'll be turning into Mr MLG soon. It was a very obedient cobweb, I'll have you know. Yes, every time you asked it a question, it did what you asked it to, didn't it? I don't know where I was at that point. I'm fairly sure I wasn't in the attic with you. I can't really remember.
We've experienced our fair share of hoaxes and stuff as well, though, haven't we? So we, because word had got out, our friend who organised everybody had a Facebook page set up and what have you, and word got out that like we were looking for stuff. So we ended up going to a house in Hull, where they'd set up all sorts of things to try and catch us out, I think. And that was just a bit weird environment. We didn't hang around there too long, did we? No. And then we went to a local pub where the bar staff thought it'd be hilarious to tell us that there was one particular, I might have mentioned this on stream before, one particular room that was most activity or whatever. Anyway, it turned out that was directly above the kitchens. So it was quite funny that at one point there was like half a dozen of us in this room, and as the guys are like asking questions, there was thumps on the floor, and the first time it happened, to see like 4 or 5 grown men absolutely cack themselves and go running off down the hallway.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I was like, you're embarrassing me, guys.
Yeah, and then I won't say that like I'm the only cynic, but I ended up sneaking downstairs. I thought that something wasn't right, and I ended up sneaking downstairs, and I caught the bar staff banging on the ceiling with a sweeping brush.
They made a hole in their own ceiling.
They'd been banging on the ceiling with this brush so hard that they'd left sizable dents in the ceiling. And they'd obviously legged it out of the room so speedily that they'd just left the sweeping brush propped up against the worktop, because they'd heard me coming or whatever. They're like, oh well, look, here it is, this sweeping brush that fits perfectly into that hole in the ceiling just above it. Oh, could that produce the right amount of like thud that we're hearing upstairs? Thanks for wasting our evening, douchebags.
I know the person that did the health and safety for Most Haunted, and he said the only time he felt worried about some of the stuff was when they went to Prague. Is that Prague? Is that Prague? Is that what? How we spell that? Tony
Yes.
says, was it the Old White Hart? Not sure what that's.
Yeah. If that's in answer to our question where we went to a local pub, no, it was.
No, it don't matter.
Yeah.
It's not run by the same people anymore anyway.
No.
It was mostly explaining local legends. There was some local actors playing some of them as he told the tales, says Sean, about the ghost walking hull.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's like history though, isn't it? That's nice though, isn't it? I don't mind history. Don't like jumpy out to people. Hey Dunk, how you doing? We're talking about ghosts.
Yeah. I've been on an organised like ghost walk in Edinburgh years ago, and we weren't. Let's start again. I went on an organised ghost walk in Edinburgh, and it was all good, and it was like full of really cool factual information, all about like the cellars and all these other bits underneath the Royal Mile, and everything was great until in the last room, some douche who was obviously part of the thing, like so they'd been building up. And it was great. If they'd have just left it, everyone would have had a good time. But he spoilt it for everybody with somebody leaping out of the shadows dressed in a black monk's outfit, trying to make people jump. And it was just cheapened the whole experience. I think we'd have all been quite happy just to have had the history.
Yeah, I don't like jumpy out, scary, no needy malarkey. It's not something that I like. Do you believe in ghosts, Duncan?
I suppose we better actually paint something than just undercoat it.
You're not painting anything yet.
No,
Whizzicles.
still been undercoating this stuff.
I am. What am I painting?
You are painting a ghoul for Blood Bowl.
And what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to put some paint on Trixie Tickle Fingers.
Good old Trixie Tickle Fingers.
Yep.
Take care, Red.
See you later.
Red won the bingo and now he's disappearing. He's like, yep, that is my life's goals.
Yep. Smashed it. See you later.
Actually, he came second, didn't he? Giving him credit for winning, and he came second. Naughty me.
Knock the microphone off of me.
You're alright.
Yep.
You're making some funny little noises.
I know. I think we're going to go with old silver because steel is a little bit too dark. I want it to be.
And what's this for?
For Trixie's like soup stuff. I need to do exhausts and what have you. This big grill at the back, that wants to be really shiny, but we're going to do the darker stuff. I think. Do the cogs and the other worky bits, and then put the colours on. Sure, seen the Grey Lady in Stirling Castle once.
I didn't know Sterling was supposedly haunted.
I think he means Stirling as in the place Stirling.
Oh, sorry.
Castle.
Sorry.
Maybe.
It would make
There-
sense because there's a pub in town,
Yeah.
and I hadn't looked up to see who had written that. I'm
Yeah.
terribly sorry. Yes, that
There's
would make more sense
Yeah,
unless you come all the way down to Bridge just to look for a ghost.
Yeah, there's a pub in Bridlington called the Stirling Castle. That's,
I apologise.
yeah. Wicked D. Oh dear, I'm seeing poverty in my future. Been checking out the new section. There's some funky bits in there. Wicked D.
A lot of stuff sold out now.
Yeah, shimmer scales been very popular.
We only had 2. What are you fancying? Yes, yeah. I hadn't looked up. Don't sorry. I didn't realise who had written the comment. Makes much more sense to not be the pub.
Yeah, some stuff's sold out very quickly, haven't they? And some people, naming no names, have cleared us out of all available items of a certain.
Yeah, well, if you get in there quick, that's allowed. You want it. I mean, we didn't have much of everything, did we?
No.
We really didn't go mad on this Reaper this time. the storm giant, the owl bear group. Oh, I thought you might like the owl bears, and the tree guy. You like the tree guy? Shimmer Sails has gone. The fairy dragon. Yeah, I think so. We did only have 2. It had transparent wings. I think in the images online and stuff, it had solid wings, but they've actually got transparent wings.
But
yes,
panic not, Wicked D, because it will be
well, it'll come out eventually.
released eventually.
Yeah, they'll bring it out as a general release eventually.
That's a bit weird.
What?
They just that on other minis by this same designer, they tend to drill, like have the ends of the pipes
Will you just sit down?
bored out, and on this one it doesn't.
Right. Okay. You can read Tony's big thing because you can see it better than I can.
I remain open-minded on ghosts. Our ghost hunting Fort Paul just convinced me that young men are scared of Lego robots, middle-aged women's fear response is groping the nearest bloke, and I'm terribly immature when it comes to toilets with thin walls, pretending to be the ghost of the bog.
I've got a terrible fear response. I just stand still. There's no flight. There's no noise. It's just I look quite brave, but actually all it is I don't run away. Puppy, what's matter? Hey, what's matter? I've got nothing for you. Have I missed any bits? I don't know what basing you want.
Oh, we'll base the whole team together, so that don't worry about that.
Anybody see any bits I've missed? I can never see properly on stream because the camera's in the lights in there. Because the camera's just here, and my face is obviously above that. Will that do? Have a look, see if that meets your approval, sir.
Okay. You finished your drink?
Yes. Yes, and I was being honest, look. Oh, he's not sure. Ooh, I don't like that bit. Can't you do that bit again? Ooh, I'm not sure about that bit.
No, I like him. There's a tiny bit of orange overflow from his wristband onto his hand.
I'll get it. I just can't see through the camera. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's show everybody how naughty I am. There, look. That bit there. See that bit there. Oh, I ain't got any green.
You'll be pleased to hear.
Hello, small person.
Pleased to hear that this afternoon Harley's imprisonment of me came to an end before I was too desperate for the loo.
What's the matter, sweet pie? Okay, well, let's go and sort you out. Right, you do some chatting then.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Actually, you know, with words.
Yeah. Actually, with words. What can I tell you? Ask me anything. Gizmo's very tappy. It's because little Miss MLG has just decided that she can't possibly be asleep, and Mrs MLG's had to go and send her back to bed. So Gizmo had come to tell us that something was awry. Yay for Gizmo! This model would be much easier to paint and I don't normally like doing things in sub-assemblies, but because of the nature of how the backpack part of this is constructed, it would have been much easier, but it's a one-piece print. So it's possibly should be using a bigger brush for this. There's a lot of pipes and shiny stuff. Would be the night when I don't need the ball. I know. It's always the way, isn't it? Always the way. Gizzy likes me. I think I might have made a good first impression when I had dog biscuits in my pocket. Yeah, he's just a very friendly dog. I've not known him not like anybody really. Not that you're not a nice person, Tony, but he's just, once he realises that it's okay, and Mum and Dad obviously know whoever it is very friendly.
Have I got it?
He's a good lad. He's a good lad. Most of the time. Have you got it? Is the it's because it's a feather sticking out of mine.
What?
Is there a little bit of blue on the side of his
I thought it was
face?
drill. Is it not drill?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's drill now.
Oh, okay. If he's just chomped this bird's head off, are you going to paint like the stump head?
Yeah, can you?
But aside from that, my darling, I think that's very nice. Thank you, very nice. Mr MLG attracts the ladies with pop. Oh no! I've broken it.
Really?
Yeah, I've dropped it and a piece shattered off. Ugh. What? Didn't realise it was that fragile. Smashed my mini.
There's no hope.
With them, I've got some super glue to hand.
Which bit's broken?
It's a bit of exhaust. Oh, look at that. 2 minis in one. 2 minis, two balls.
Oh, it was only it was Wicked D's stream that she wouldn't let you post emotes. She's normally quite good to you in ours. Wig, 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 wig.
Another wig.
Yeah. I'll put some blood on it now for you.
Thank you, darling.
Manky now. Here's me trying to make it not look too gross. I'm not passing it you again because you keep getting it back. Wiggly wig wig wig.
I don't know, I'm going to get one. I just wanted to use up the paint that was on my brush.
I do think it's funny that they can't even see you wearing the wig, but they still ask you to, so they get the ball.
Mm-hmm.
It was a beautiful picture in the Discord there. Can't remember the lady's name off How You Being Served, Mrs. whatever she was called. Can't remember. Like Feathersham or something like that, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, you like the purples today, don't you?
First one I pulled out the drawer.
What delivery did you say you had today? Did you say?
So we Games Workshop delivery, Army Painter delivery, Warlord Games delivery, comic delivery, Rubicon models, all sorts. All sorts today. Possibly no deliveries tomorrow because everything's coming today.
I say, how much stuff have you ordered?
It's, Games Workshop is ongoing. We submitted another order to Games Workshop today because it's coming up into the festive purchasing period. So we submitted an order today for extra of some of the most sought after stocking filler type things.
I thought they only let you order.
Painting handles.
On
Well, we can order all week, but we can only order once a week. But Ross wasn't here yesterday, so we didn't.
Oh, so your once a week order was today.
Yeah,
I thought there was some rulage about it that you can't just order when you want.
No. So yeah, we did that today. Painting handles, glue, spray paint, all the things that we run out of in this kind of time of year. Liquid green stuff. We can I mention the new thing that we were doing last night?
Honestly, can't remember what that is, so probably.
Oh, okay. So we mentioned that we were making some changes to the website a little while ago.
Oh.
Or we were going to be making some changes. So after the stream last night, me and Mrs MLG had a look through the work that our web developer Chappie has done for us and made some notes, and then we've been through that today. So that's going to take a little bit longer before things are ready, but it's looking good.
Hopefully it'll make the website even easier to use, which is always the aim, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's a couple of functions that aren't currently working right for us at the moment. Some people may have noticed that the wish list hasn't been working properly and what have you, and that's part of the development work that's going on. So apologise if that has caused any disruption for anybody, but we are working towards a newer solution that will make all that work properly. I'm sat here with this curly purple wig on and nobody can see.
I do think it's a testament to your honesty that you are actually sat there with it on. When, like you say, nobody knows that is what you're doing. You won't see Jeff Bezos doing that.
Yeah. Well, if I was making £200,000 a minute or whatever it is,
you might not be doing it either.
Well, I was going to say I'd be up for doing some pretty silly stuff because, you know.
Why not?
Why not?
You only live once. What's a purple wig gonna do?
Yeah.
Just a bit of fun. You still need to sort out your Halloween costume.
I do.
And you need to help me with mine.
I do.
Oh, so much stuff to do. And we need to decide if we're decorating. And what
we do. We do.
I don't know, it's just seems to have snuck up this year. The year's gone so fast. Wikid only needs a new follower for a bingo card. That you know that's never going to happen, don't you? I think we've got about 4 people watching. We're not going to get a new person. Only the best people, mind you. How do I unfollow so I can refollow? Now, don't you be naughty, Tony. I need a sound effect. Sound. Well, according to WikiD, because I couldn't remember, according to WikiD, a sound effect is me making a stupid noise, and a sound alert is where you use the channel pointy bits.
So if somebody redeems stretch or something like that,
Yeah.
and you do the thing, then that
Wow,
counts.
you can really dance. Wow, you can really dance. He went.
We like dancing. It just didn't last very long, that one.
No. It'd be good if we could find a longer version of it.
Well, I don't know what it is from. Maybe it's like you can't have a longer version because it's actually somebody's thingy.
Yeah.
Oh, and
That'd be painful.
yeah, is it the one that's in Discord, Tony? Is it a thing? I can't remember. Did you put a video up or something?
Played it at work today.
I will let you click that ball.
I've painted her arm silver.
Do you want to paint around silver?
No.
So you've blobbed paint.
A blobbed paint, is that a ball that we haven't had
It is a
yet?
ball, but I don't know if it's a clip from Coincidence that I posted. I don't know what that is. I can smell your beer from here. Beer from here.
Is that a ball?
What a ball, me smelling your beer. No. I've got a different hair colour today as well.
Yeah, Mrs MLG's got new hair.
Yeah, new hair today. That's not a ball either. I wonder if anybody ever comes in, you know, to the stream, just wanders in accidentally, and they're like, "Why are you talking about ghosts and hair and smelly beer? Why aren't you talking about Warhammer?"
I've come to listen to painting chat.
And you're all just being strange. There was a nice lady in the hairdressers today who I've never met before. She obviously came in for her hair doing as well. My hair nearly set on fire. That was quite fun. And the hairdresser said that she's never seen that in the whole of her 40 years of being a hairdresser. I said, well, I'm a bit weird. It was smoking. It was actually literally smoking.
That's because you're hot stuff.
And I said, oh, well, I am a bit weird. And the nice lady who was also having her hair done, who looked a bit scared by the fact that mine was on fire, was like, oh, I don't think that you're weird. I think you're really nice. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
that's
very
lovely.
kind of you. I mean, it's not true. It was very kind.
You are really nice. Don't anybody ever let anybody tell you
No,
that you're not.
I always have my own opinion of myself. Beer from here makes you cheer, says John. I've chosen my mini for the brush off. Awesome. I'm going to use these since Mr MLG's made me paint them. And then wasn't satisfied with my paint.
November's.
Wow, I didn't know you guys streamed. Oh yeah. We just chat to ourselves over here.
Yeah.
How are you doing? I've painted this for Mr MLG's Blood Bowl team this evening, and now I am painting a werewolf. I've ordered from your store before. Oh, that's very, very kind of you. Thank you.
Awesome.
We
Thank you.
like that kind of thing, because then, you know, we can
We afford to eat.
Sean's got some forest spirits. Oh, there we go, Wicked D. That's a bingo ball. I think Wicked D's gone and dragged you over. That's very spooky that we were talking about that.
And ghosts.
And ghosts, yes. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for coming along, and thank you for being a customer.
Just lots of thank yous going on there. Oh, Wicked D's won the bingo! Bingo! Just throwing the disclaimer out that this wasn't a bad hairdresser that made it smoke. It was Mrs MLG. Oh yes, our hairdresser is absolutely lovely. It wasn't her fault that my hair set on fire. In no way whatsoever. And it's still all attached to my head. Right, we will end the bingo. And we will restart the bingo. That's 2 bingo games that we have had.
Wowzers. This
stream. We don't get anything for winning, only the glory of knowing that you have won. And the leaderboard. There is a leaderboard. Which Wicked D is currently the winner with Pete second and me as third. John is 4th. So that's cool. That's always fun. I was 7 minutes from another victory. 7 minutes? Why 7 minutes? Don't understand that. You've lost me.
I don't know.
But yes, my hair is like it's that colour now. I don't know if you can see that. That colour.
What kind of stuff do you like, Polygon?
Yeah.
What kind of minis or models or what have you?
Do you just paint or play or tell us all? So don't you have any burned bits of hair? That's an outrage. That's for your money back. No, it just smoked. It didn't actually get to set on fire, but it was quite weird. I was waiting for her to stop talking to the other lady. I'm too polite before she went, "Are you all right?" Because I almost looked a bit weird. I was like, "It's just getting a bit hot." It was just like smoking. Oh yeah, I forgot the no face. Go on. I'll let you do all the buttons for me. I love 40k on iOS, but just from a building and painting perspective, you'd be very, very welcome, as is everybody, in our Discord. It's free to join, and there are lots and lots of just painters. So lots of people that buy the minis and paint them just for the joy of painting.
Yep.
There are some players as well, but there are lots of people that. We also have a monthly. What's it called? Great MLG Brush Off. It's a monthly competition with a theme. You can paint a miniature around the theme from any manufacturer. It's open to everyone. It is just for fun. It's open to all ages, all manufacturers. This month's theme is Gothic. So lots of Age of Sigmar and stuff that could fit into that. You paint a miniature, you post it in there, and then I do a video at the end of the month for our YouTube where we showcase off all the awesome painted miniatures around the particular theme. And I do it so that the people in Discord can see all the minis together. Yeah, you should come along. I might be able to find you a link if I try hard. Oh yeah, it's just for fun. There's no winning anything. It's just for the joy, of joining in.
Yep.
Like I said, this month is Gothic. Last month was Cyberpunk. This month's Gothic.
And what's November's?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it is pinned in the Discord. The whole year is pinned, so people can plan.
So this mini that I'm painting here is not really a mini because I've scaled it up.
It's a biggie.
It's a biggie, but this model that I'm painting here is for Cyberpunk.
Hydrate.
Fey Realm.
Is that what it is? Fey. In November.
We'll have to give that a bit of thought.
I know, yeah. The themes for the month are decided and voted by the Discord community in readiness for the whole year. I think we'd probably normally do it at the end of start thinking about them at the end of December, and we get it all ready for the next year. If everybody decides they want to do it again, it's all very community based. Everybody decides what themes, and then they all vote on the 12 and the top 12, obviously, are what we do. So sometimes you get a theme in a month that you think, I'm not really sure about that, and sometimes it's like, yeah, awesome. It's also very loose. There's no strict rules, you know. If you think that thing's gothic, then it probably is.
Yeah.
That'd be right.
And then,
it's all about painting and having fun. That's all it's for.
And then there's the Secret Santa Summer Solstice surprise.
You know, a Secret Santa's already happening, so it's a bit late for that.
I know, but that's like.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. Have a pop in and then poddle around, see what you think. But it's family friendly, so no rudeness allowed. Otherwise, I'll tell you off. Can I request a build a de-primed theme? Then I might be able to post a bit more just primed minis. You could just have a primed day. Everybody get their priming done. See, I brush prime, so I don't have to. I use Reaper Black Primer all the time, and I very often forget that I could use white or grey and make my life easier, but I never do. I like the half-done project theme. Oh, we also have an always wanted to paint, so a yearly thing, don't we, everybody?
Yeah.
So if you've always wanted to paint a mini, you've got a whole year to get it done, and then go, look, I've got that thing done that I've always wanted to paint. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. I can't quite decide which bit's are which on this. On this one. So how did you find us then? If you didn't know, we streamed. How did you find the stream? If you're still here, you might have got bored of me waffling now and gone. What have you got to tell me? Oh, it's 10 o'clock.
Is it? Where is this? Where's that gone? This model's massive, and it's. I needed to scale it up to be able to see, because it was tiny, and now it's big, and there's just loads of it. There's just loads.
It's called the Great MLG Brush Off. I'll put a thingy in and then you can find it. And I'll take the paintbrush out of my mouth. I've tagged it so you can find it.
It was handle end, wasn't it? Not brush end.
Oh yeah, I didn't have the
bristle end. No paintbrush licking.
No, you do that.
I know, that's a ball, isn't it?
It is a bingo ball. No, I just couldn't type and hold the paper. Yeah, we're only little. We have a YouTube channel and a Twitch thing, but we're only a little. We don't pull in the big viewers, obviously, because it's just our little friendly little community. Just chatting and painting.
Yeah, and we keep it family friendly. So I'm sure, if we dropped a few F-bombs in the stream, that it might be a little bit more higher viewership. But we're not about that.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I think people come to or go to streams just to hear people doing some cursing and stuff.
You mean, oh,
another turtle made it to the water.
Oh, Wiki D's saving turtles now as well. What are you doing then? Because we streamed 9, well 10.
What we're doing, I'm going to finish this base coating this metal, on here, roughly, and then we'll call it a night, shall we? Seeing as neither of us wanted to get up this morning, so I think we should have an early night.
Not an early night, is it? An early night's like 9. I need someone to yell at me to prime these Battletech minis I just got so I can paint them. Get them primed. What are you messing at?
I've got some Battletech minis that I've never put
You've
in
got
on.
more minis than you know what to do with. Are you rattle can or brush? Because really, you know, if you're rattling, then that depends on weather as well, doesn't it?
Yep.
So you might have a valid excuse.
Yeah.
Whereas I brush, so no valid excuse for me.
Historical.
Historical wall?
Yeah, I thought you said walrus, but it's wifus, isn't it?
Get painting, you slacker! Yep, skeletons would work. Absolutely. So I did an attic whisperer, which you'll be able to find in there, and I'm also going to include the little ghoul that I've just painted on stream. As well. So we're just waiting for Mr MLG to finish up what he's doing, and then we'll finish the stream because it is only an hour. 10 Mondays and Tuesdays. So hopefully you will join us again. It'd be nice. And play the bingo. That's just for fun as well. I use a rattle can for speed, but if it's something special, then I'll prime it using a brush. Oh, nice. See, I just prime everything using a brush. No specialities. You like rattle canning, don't you?
Yeah.
Mr MLG uses this, which happens to be right next to me, and says that this one is the bestest.
Yeah.
And obviously, we sell this as well. But we do sell lots of others, but he says that this one's best.
Yeah.
Which is why we use it at home.
I definitely endorse Colourforge Matte Black Primer. It is actually a matte finish, unlike Army Painter Matte Black, which I believe is more of a satiny kind of finish, but this is actually a matte. So I like that.
It's always helpful when it is what it says it on the tin.
Yeah. And I've also got down the side of me here, because I thought it would be sensible to get some while I was at the shop. Some trench brown, which I thought I would use to bulk undercoat Skaven.
Now you steady on.
Yeah, well, you need lots of Skaven for an old world army, and we've got lots of Skaven, but they need painting. And Mrs MLG said that she wasn't going to paint anymore unless I was going to use them.
Yeah.
So I thought I would help her along by
Oh, he's so kind, isn't he?
undercoating them all brown, so it was easier to get them finished.
Now, the only reason that I sometimes paint Mr MLG's minis is because he hasn't got time. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
I'm painting these minis as a... Oh, I can't read it because my glasses.
I'm painting these minis as a Comstar look, so the colour scheme is dead simple and all over crisp stark clinical white with some accent colours for pop. I was thinking of painting the ones that I've got in a light grey and then using some red and black as accent colours. I'm just going to paint all of the fists silver. I was thinking about painting around them, and I think I should just paint the whole fists, and then I can paint colour over the top, and then if I miss any bits, it looks like the paint's chipped off.
What's Wicked D saying?
Wicked D says, "Oh, and people don't flock to the streamers that swear, by the way. I was ball watching, so couldn't type at the side.
Bingo balls. I'm assuming they're not just
Ah,
some
right.
random genitals.
Oh. Family friendly, you know.
It's genitals. That's hard.
People don't flock to swimmers that stray.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What about streamers that can talk?
Yeah.
You're all right. Have you read
Yep.
a message now? Did I
Just,
confuse you with
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Streamers that swear. I mean, I'd have for candlelight.
Wow. It's been a busy day. Been a busy day.
Just roughly painting some fists.
He says, I swear, and I have 3 viewers, but you've got the, the best viewers. You don't need any more, you've got the best ones. I only say that because I am one of them. Get me into trouble again, Tony. Yeah, good old bingo balls. So I wasn't paying attention, was I? That's what it was. Wasn't doing my bingo ball, what's it, malarkey? Checking.
Don't know. Why? What did you miss?
That's why Wicked D was checking.
Oh, right, so.
We come for the swearing and stay for the yawns, says Sean about Wicked D Stringer. Yeah,
Well, does Wicked D do some good yawning?
all the time. It's even a ball.
Mm.
Well, she stays up late, you see. Stays up late.
Burning the midnight oil.
So how are you getting on?
I've nearly finished.
And then are you going to show us? So you dropped her earlier. What bit broke off earlier?
It was a bit of this pipe here at the top.
Ah.
So I've slathered paint all over it now, so you can't really tell.
That's alright, as long as you can't tell. Not like the time that I painted my my lady with her cello. And completely painted her. And then chucked her on the floor and she smashed into a million pieces.
You've done a good job of repairing it.
I know, but I haven't done a bad job of repairing it, but the fact I chucked her on the floor in the first place
Well, that's
is
true.
a little bit, after I've painted them, slightly devastating. But yes, you can't particularly tell that her head fell off. She has got a line under there, and she just smashed into her arms and everything. You can tell there, look. But I did manage to stick her back together in the end. But she wasn't happy. Like, what are you doing across the floor, you daft lady?
Right, I think we're done.
Oh, well done. Right, are you going to show off what you've painted? That's what I've painted so far.
Yeah, this. I've painted this lady.
Are you going to show off?
I was at work today.
Well, yes, you were.
I was at work today, stock taking, so we have 2 warehouses to count. I may have fallen asleep while up in the air for a few minutes.
You learned how to fly now, Sean.
So I have painted all of the metal, the silvery bits on this, which is massive. Might as well have just undercoated it black. Missed all that bit. Oh, I missed that.
I don't know, sweet pie.
Gee whizzicles. Get that in there. Right. Super. Little nap on the cherry picker, says Wicked D. Right, so this lady, she is huge. So there's hand for scale. She's
Scale.
yeah, she's massive. I have got the same mini printed at 28mm, and I don't know what I've done with it.
I've got the. I haven't got that one, but I've got the other guy. Do you want that to show what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah, go on.
I haven't got that one.
Yeah, so
It's the same.
that's that's the scale of like the 28mm version. So I scaled it up 200% and it's like heckin' massive.
Oh, the zombie walking across the screen.
So I've done that, and then I've undercoated. Well, I've put some basing material on this guy. He is the he's going to be the reserve player for my Blood Bowl team. The Lothern Lions, so they're high elves. This is my guy. He's been undercoated again after I put his lions on his chest. That's what I did. And then I've undercoated these, which Mrs MLG is going to be painting for me. So this ghosty and this zombie here. With his, I had to make him a peg leg the other day because his leg was missing. So I had to cut him down a peg leg. That guy. Base coated the rest of the minis for the Blood Bowl team. Those pumpkin-headed zombies. So on the 3rd of November, we're having the MLG EYBBL Autumn Cup at Mighty Lancer Games. It is a 7s Blood Bowl tournament. It's £10 to enter. Play 4 games of Blood Bowl 7s throughout the day, and these figures that Mrs MLG has posted, painting there, the werewolf and the ghoul, are going to be part of my necromantic undead team. Very cool. I like the werewolf down there. It looks fantastic.
Why have to be painting it?
I know. I'm just telling you.
Anyway.
I could tell. So, it's 10:15. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us this evening. We very much appreciate you all coming along. Thanks, John, for the subscription. Thank you, new follower folks. And
Awesome.
hope you've enjoyed the stream, and hope we see you again next week.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Mighty Lancer Games in Bridlington Town. East Yorkshire's gem where dreams are found. Warhammer battles, D&D take flights, but the homewares to thrill the night. From steel models to graphic art, books and hobbies to spark your heart. King Street calls you, so come on by. Let's get gaming. The limit's the sky. Mighty Lancer Games in Bridlington Town. East Yorkshire's gem where dreams are